So there you go. Be gentle with it. Right, now these, when you're working on them, they will inevitably crack open. They split. It's quite a normal thing. It's not great, but it will happen eventually. Sometimes they last a long time before breaking. Sometimes they arrive broken. Because they are almost definitely going to break on you, us jewellers, we use our binding wire, which I don't really know what it's for. I've never used it making jewellery, but it's great for wrapping around your charcoal block. So when you're soldering, it'll just one day it'll just go crack, like beep, and you'll get a line going across it. So basically, it's in 2 parts, sometimes 3 parts after that. So if you've got wire going all the way around it, just holds it all together. That's another reason why I like it on another block. When it's in pieces, you don't actually ever really have to touch it. You can move it around like that. But it's just something I got used to. You don't have to do that. If you're doing a lot of soldering, heat can transfer and then get your heat plate in front of your bench. If you've got that can get very hot. So again, another reason to have it on something that's absorbing the heat more than your bench. So this wire, this is a normal kind of gauge binding wire. It's very thin. It's too thin really to go around once. So rather than just going round and round it loads of times, what we do is pull out a load long enough to go around it twice. We're going to twist this up, and then with the thicker gauge twisted binding wire, then go around it. Right, now some jewellers will put it in their pendant drill, their micro motor, whatever they got, hook it on whatever way they can, then just hold on to the end with a pair of pliers, and then just spin it, and then the wire goes and works really neatly and really well. For some reason, I don't like doing it. I don't have a reason for not liking doing it, but I just don't do it. So I twist it a few times around the end. So then what I do is hold it with my pliers there, put my finger hooked in the end. You see that? Right, let's grip in. Twist it around a few times. Move my pliers along. Twist it around a few times. Move my pliers along. Twist it around a few times. It's twisted all the way down the wire, by the way. But I just like holding it down a bit further. You'll probably find this as you progress over the years. You just have your own ways of doing things. Even though you might be shown a better way of doing it, you just kind of stick with your own ways. I don't know if it's stubbornness or whatever. So yeah, you can see that whole thing is twisted now. I find that easier than faffing about with little tools and hooks and stuff, trying to get it in there. I'll just show you close up. It's not, you don't have to do it, doesn't have to look nice, it just has to be generally twisted up. Just so it's going to hold like that. So that's basically a sort of thicker gauge bit of wire. So hopefully you've got enough to go around your charcoal block. I'll just hold it, like try and keep it in the middle. You know what I mean? Sorry, I can't show you, it's all off camera. Trying to keep it in the middle. Just line it up. Pull it a little bit tight. Still got to be careful with your charcoal block, mind. If you've got enough to go around twice, go around twice. Now the bits where they cross over, it's a bit awkward to show you this. Where it crosses over, give it a couple of twists by hand. I will then snip that off with side cutters. Snip. Then what I do is, it should be reasonably tight, yeah, just with your fingers, but you can tighten it up now by sort of pulling it and twisting it again. Be careful because you can twist it, turn it so tightly at that point, you can just snap your binder wire and you have to sort of start again. So I just give it a couple of twists, and that little bit sticking out, I just fold it down, and there you go. That's a nice, neat way to have wire around your block. Now, it doesn't matter if that cracks, it's all going to be held together. Now, remember earlier I read out what it said on that sticker. It said about being a natural product, and it can sort of varies its density. Its density, I think its density is inconsistent across the whole thing. I have been told, I don't really know, but I haven't really figured it out, but I've been told when it's sort of all tight in one spot and then you're soldering on that spot, because you've just got a little piece there and just putting heat there, the charcoal block just getting hot in one point, yeah, so it can, I don't know, something scientific happens and it breaks. Like the charcoal molecules expand or something only in one spot, and that's what can cause it to break. It's not necessarily an internal fracture already there. So one thing I've heard, if you've got something, I mean, it's gas is running out, hardly anything coming out of there. But if you've got sort of a quite a soft, woolly kind of flame, just evenly go over the whole thing, go backwards and forwards, and just try and get the whole thing hot, gently, like simultaneously, the whole thing hot. So you're not just heating up one point, just trying to get it all going hot at the same time. I've heard this helps.